speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Tries to do it himself on the throw. Runs ahead and powers his way 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's A-Mac. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And he's stopped by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit was that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Bullock. He lobs one high down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put it. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. And off from the shotgun. Look out, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 for the first down. The Broncos are learning about life after Ashton Jenkins last year with the sensational season, got close to Barry Sanders' single-season rushing yards record. When you change things, how much of an impact does that have on the way they distribute the ball?
I mean, they're going to have to find their go-to guys, but here's the thing. You know it's going to be a really good system. And having Mad Dog back at quarterback, a guy that you know you can trust how to distribute the football, knows the plays, a lot of experience back on the offensive line. There's a lot of others that were still here for that playoff run.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Get it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit them with the screen and a jump point.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get on the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage with no more than that.
Nice He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He spins that thing down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And he'll throw it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to be the rest, right? You hit me in stride, right? I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made that extra point to win turf. No problem at all. He'll call for the fair catch here.
Knowing that early in the drive, you turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What you talk about in defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for once.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here comes the heat. No close on that one as he got incredible job of delivering the football. Now they face 3rd down.
And it's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The blue turf wobbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. To throw, it's Bullock. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked down, but what a way to come up with the interception.
I like it. It's like laying up on a par five. There's no time and no pressure. You don't need that, all right? Take your shots. It's 3rd and long. You don't need to throw it 17 yards short of the stick. Nice job taking a shot down the field, trying to get the 1st down through the interception, but no harm.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
And these plays are really, really simple, really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait nice positive gain.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making checks. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down? Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that 1st down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the 1st down, gets out of bounds, new set of downs for this offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Got his man quickly. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
That was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you've got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got his man. And there might have been trouble. They hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Broncos will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky from... Oh, he's not punting, he's going to throw. And they want it. He can get the 1st down. And they caught the return team hitting the snooze button, and they pick up the 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. Coach saw something, executed it perfect, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
Taken out of bounds after a good pick up there. There is striking distance at the 37. And the Broncos are on the move. Looking to throw again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell.
And the ball comes out with a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll give it to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And after having a nice game like that on 1st down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe thinking about being a aggressive in taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Pocket breaking down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Bullock. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Back to pass on second down. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive to the turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He already made the play and got it up to 34.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They boot it away on 4th down. And it'll come to rest just inside the 50-yard line. Ready to fire from the pistol. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I throw it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got room to work. And the Rams get the first down. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Rams headed quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Ross. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And the Rams have pushed it inside the 20. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly to the flat wide receiver screen. That one takes him down to the 13-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Gets it out fast.
Breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll start the return inside the spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Sitting on the right. He's loose.
Getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Scanning the field, it's Bullock. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Oh, it's a running room. And after that short game, they'll hit the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We've got a good one going here in the third quarter, all tied up as he set the kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to get rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and threw it away. It'll be third down.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Wants to throw. It's Madsen. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's hauled in at the 10. Take the lead with the 6.
Big-time players make big plays and big games. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity, somebody's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, they're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 18 to Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Joe.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it... Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
The Rams, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to put one on the screen. Oh, out of space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Throws to the tight end. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. Trying to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. That's reeled in, it's Spangler.
It's the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the feet down. That's what he gets, big fella.
And the Broncos can really attack on this second and short. The hand to the running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some value.
Let's see what happens next.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Broncos in a good spot here with second and short. The give out the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Broncos come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's swinging right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Motion from the back. Might be changing the route. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Boise State. They run it on, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers as soon as they get out of the position, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see him run underneath it. He gets it. He gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bullard. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try and have a big completion here. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch. Now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And explosive there in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, hitting the blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, scoring through. How about that nice, big, huge game from the OC? Let's call that one again.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
QB draw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down. And you see guys leading into the second level of the defense getting a hat on him, which will be
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try the left side. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense
5, Colorado State, 28.
So the final period starts with a second down play. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Swings it out to his right back. They got it just outside the red zone. They'll run the chains. It's at the 21. The Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. And the grab in the end zone for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, put the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide out. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it. Get 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and nasty.
Not how receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking deep. And his man will be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with it.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right when they run. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth in that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll pick up 5 and be 3rd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order from the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Bullock. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size, but still making the play. And the Rams
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They fall short. The clock's running down, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
A big third down offensive key is being tested on 3rd and long from the 28. These corners going to give these receivers some space. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Ernie on the Jets. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and he shows you.
They fake it. The kicker's looking to pass.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Boise State, 45. Colorado State, 34.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. Finds his big tight end. It's a seam wide open. He moves the chains, and they'll move him out to 33.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
Oh, he's getting it rusty. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs. He gets it out to the 41.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They boot it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's a punt.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he...
He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Rams!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Snap it to the back. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5.
The score, Boise Colorado State, 40.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Not much drives, more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Here we go. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. There we go. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, the 4th quarter, getting the quarterback to do such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra 1st down. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the 1st down.
Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tie ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team. Staying focused, understanding it's a close battle. Win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that